Debbie Marcoux is licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act, NMLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Arizona 0941504, Florida L076508, Georgia 69178, Idaho MLO 208023796, Illinois 031.0058339, Missouri, North Carolina I210940, Nevada 57237, Oregon, Tennessee 184373, Texas, Washington MLO 237926.
She's a mortgage mom. She can get things done when you're in need and don't know where to go. Pick up the phone and call mom.
Debbie Marcoux is licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act, NMLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Arizona 0941504, Florida L076508, Georgia 69178, Idaho MLO 208023796, Illinois 03100583339, Missouri, North Carolina I210940, Nevada 57237, Oregon, Tennessee 184373, Texas, Washington MLO 237926.
She's a mortgage mom.
Mortgage Mom here. Hey, if you're a homeowner, you've probably got some equity in your home. Do you have debt that you need to get rid of? Well, give us a call. Let us take you through that blended rate calculator that I always talk about. Let's determine if it makes sense for you or if you should keep what you have. How do you do that? Well, book your phone consultation. Go to our website at mortgagemomradio.com and you can book your call right there. Once again, that's mortgagemomradio.com. All right, so welcome to Mortgage Mom Radio. I am Debbie Marcoux. I am the Mortgage Mom, and today is Monday. I usually come on live on Wednesday. Did not send a text message out for this video because I am still going to do another one on Wednesday. So this is going to be a very fun hour. We're going to be talking about, up-to-date information about the market and news, talk a little bit about Mortgage Mom and what she's got going on. So again, just kind of a fun episode that I decided to go ahead and throw in here for you guys on a Monday. So again, I have promised so many times that I will not spam you. I will not text you more than one time per week. And so since I will still be doing my very serious Wednesday show, I did not want to send out that text message today. But if you do want to be part of the show and you want to make sure that you catch at least one show live every single week, you need to text the word MOM to 844-935-3634. That's 844 We Lend for You. WELEND and the number 4. Text the word MOM, nothing else, not subscribe, not opt in, nothing else, just the word MOM. And you will get one text message per week when I am doing my normal every Wednesday show so that you can jump on, watch the show, be interactive, ask your questions, and, be part of the conversation. Now, the other thing is I've also talked a lot about my phone app. My phone app has a bunch of tools, information. It's the best toolbox you can have at your fingertips when you are thinking about doing any kind of financing at all. And trust me, I have used this calculator personally when trying to figure out what would a car payment look like for me if I was to take that loan, what would a personal loan look like for me. So it is a principal and interest calculator, and it will also factor in your taxes, your homeowner's insurance. It will factor in mortgage insurance. If you have less than 20% down, it will factor in your funding fee. If you are doing a VA loan, it will factor in that upfront mortgage insurance premium if you're doing an FHA loan. And so knowing what your actual monthly payment is going to be is very, very helpful when trying to determine if a home is going to work for you. So if this is on your phone and you're walking through a home and you're looking at a property with a realtor, you can very, very quickly determine, is this the house for me for X amount of dollars per month? You can also remove all the taxes, remove all the homeowner's insurance, and you can just run a calculator for a loan, a principal and interest loan. You could put in, $30,000 at 6% interest rate over 5 years, and it's going to give you a monthly payment. So that's really great too. Like I said, if you're sitting at the car dealership and you're negotiating on that car and they're telling you that the monthly payment is going to be X amount and this is what the interest rate's going to be and it's going to be over this many years, it gives you that opportunity to double check that there's nothing crazy in there that they might be slipping in on the side. So that's just one of the tools that the phone app will give you when you do download it to your phone. Now, I've also mentioned that I have two phone apps. I have one that is in the App Store and in Google Play, and you can look up Mortgage Mom, and you're going to find that app. And that is for our clients that are actually going through the process of purchasing a home with us or refinancing their property with us. So that is for somebody that is in escrow, moving forward throughout the transaction. The Tools app is completely separate. And in order to get that Tools app, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as well, but you need to text the same phone number that you text mom to opt in with just the word mom. You need to text it with phone app. And I did actually see quite a few people do that this weekend. But what they did is they put phone app all together in one word, and that doesn't trigger the automated system to send you back that app that you need for your phone. So make sure that when you text phone app to me, that you are texting it as phone and then app, APP. So phone app. Do it as two separate words. Text phone app to 844-935-3634. That's 844 We Lend for You. WELEND and the number 4. Now, I've said that number so many times that I guarantee that you guys are going to remember it, but that is the same exact phone number to call our office. So if you do want to talk with me, Heidi, Carrie, Heather, one of the girls here on my team, talk about buying your home, selling your home, refinancing your property, getting cash out, paying off debt, doing home improvement, whatever it is that you have on your mind that you're thinking financing, you're going to call that same number to get through to our office. So one more time so that you guys don't forget, you can text mom to make sure that you know when I go live. You can text phone app, which we'll talk a little bit more about the tools in that app, if you want the Tools app on your phone, and you can call 844-935-3634. That's 844 We Lend for You. WELEND and the number 4. Now that Tools app, let's talk a little bit about also other things that are inside of that Tools app. So I mentioned you can run, financing your payments, and you can see what that calculator would bring for you based on an FHA loan, a conventional loan, your down payment, your credit score. It's going to ask you for all of those things to make sure that it's giving you as close as possible to a monthly payment that you would see. Now, remember that you have to actually talk to us. We need to do a loan application. We need to know exactly what your credit score is so that we can give you an exact rate quote and such. But this is a great tool for you guys to get started and to make sure that you are within the ballpark of what you were thinking. And many of you are a little shy, you're a little scared, you're not quite ready yet to pick up the phone and call us. And so this is a Tools app that helps you to do those things to kind of get your feet wet. So number one, if you're shopping, you're out looking at homes, going through open houses, you're on your phone on the weekends looking at Zillow or Realtor.com or one of those Redfin apps, you would actually be able to run a real payment and see what a real payment would be, not the payment that they're showing you on those sites that are not taking into account a lot of information that needs to be added to that monthly payment. Usually you will see a monthly payment that is not accurate when looking at those sites. So this is going to give you a much, much closer ballpark of what to expect for something that you're looking at. But we also have in this Tools app, we have an affordability calculator. So if you just want to kind of get an idea of what you might qualify for, you can use this affordability calculator. You can go in there and put in your monthly income. You can put in your monthly debts, and it's going to very, very quickly give you a rough estimate of how much that you might qualify for to purchase a home. So this is really nice, again, for somebody that's maybe a little shy, maybe not quite ready to pick up that phone and call us, but trying to get some sort of an idea of what is their price range, where is their ballpark at. Now, some of the other cool tools on here is that you can contact us. So you can call us right from the app. You can click the call us button. You can email anybody on the team. You can literally select the person that you're working with and you can send them an email directly from that app. You can watch YouTube from this app. So you can go to my past home buyer workshops if you're trying to get yourself prepared to purchase a home and you're not exactly sure where to start. I have done quite a few home buyer workshops that you can find right through that app and you can watch those. We have so many tools on this phone app that I cannot stress how important that it is and what a great tool that it would be to have on your phone if you're thinking about doing financing. Now, also on top of a calculator to purchase a home and a affordability calculator, there's also a refinance calculator. So if you've been thinking about doing a refinance and you're wondering, interest rates went up, I wonder how much more my monthly payment would be if I did a refinance. I was trying to pull out some cash or I'm trying to pay off some debt. It does give you that opportunity to run a refinance payment as well. So once again, get the app, get it on your phone. It truly is a fantastic tool. How do you get the app? I'm going to repeat that phone number one more time. It's 844-935-3634. That's 844 We Lend for You. WELEND and the number 4. Text the word phone app, PHONE, give it a space, and app, APP. So you will get phone app and you will get a text message back with the link so that you can download it and save it to your home screen. So once again, this is Mortgage Mom Radio. I'm coming at you on a Monday. I don't usually do this. I actually did not do a show last Wednesday, so I feel like I owe you guys a little bit of information. So I decided to jump on, do one today, and then I will still be back and do another one for you guys on Wednesday. I can see that my dad jumped on. He says, hi, Mortgage Mom. Hi, Dad. Thanks so much for joining. And if you guys are out there and you're watching, I do want to remind you this is an interactive show. Please let me know that you're here. Say hi, ask your questions. The very best shows that I do are the ones where people ask me questions. Because if you have a question, there is a very good chance that there are many, many, many other people that are out there listening that have the same question. So by you being bold and asking the questions out loud, you are helping so many others as well. So please remember that this is interactive and everyone is welcome to join. I can see Heidi jumped on. She says, hi, ladies. So hi, Heidi. Thanks so much for joining me. I love that you're here. If there is a favorite piece of that phone app that you like, why don't you go ahead and type that in there for me? I will read it out loud to everybody. Trust me, guys, I use my own Tools app. My entire team uses the Tools app. It really is helpful. It's great. I love that when I am at home and I get a phone call and it's a Saturday night or a Sunday during the day and I am not at the office, I am not on my computer, I don't have the laptop open, I can very, very quickly answer questions because I've got just about everything I need in that one app. So again, I can't stress enough, if you guys are thinking about refinancing or you're thinking about purchasing a home, get that app. If you're thinking about going to buy a car, don't let them quote you a monthly payment without knowing what that payment should be so that you know that there's been no added services added to that monthly payment to be financed. So that's a big deal with those car dealerships. So we are going to take a super quick break. And when we get back, the title of the show today is Go Ladies, Women Outpace Men. So we're going to talk about that because I was super excited when I saw it, and we're going to make sure that everybody is on board. And boys, you guys have a little bit of work to do. So everybody stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Debbie Marcoux, licensed by the Department of Financial Institutions and MLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Arizona 0941504, Florida LO 76508, Georgia 69178, Idaho, Nevada 57237, Oregon, Tennessee 184373, Texas, Washington MLO 237926.
She's the mortgage mom.
Mortgage Mom here. Have you been thinking about buying your first home and you just don't know where to get started? Well, book a phone consultation with either one of my loan officers or even me. How do you do that? Well, go to our website, go to mortgagemomradio.com. Right there, you'll see a book phone consultation and get on the books. Talk with us. Let's get you started from beginning to end. We'll walk you through that process. That's mortgagemomradio.com.
She can get things done when you're in need and don't know where to go. Pick up the phone and call Mom.
Hi, this is Debbie Marcoux, host of the Mortgage Mom Radio Show. And as you know, I'm always trying to make sure that my listeners are saving a buck. Well, there's a new store in town. It's called Runaway Soul. You can go to their website, runawaysoul.com. What do they carry? Well, they carry all of those hard-to-find sneakers, Nikes, Jordans, Adidas, as well as hats. So if you're a sports fanatic and you love those baseball hats, check out their team hats that they have online. And they're also carrying collectibles. So Hot Wheels, Legos, Funko Pops, you name it, they've probably got it. So go to their website, check them out at runawaysoul.com. All right, so welcome back to Mortgage Mom Radio. I'm Debbie Marcoux. I am the Mortgage Mom, and right before break, I did have Heather jump on. She says, hi, everyone, and Heidi did jump on, and she says, I use the loan calculator all the time for myself and our clients, and I do have to say that's probably my favorite part of that app. I do also like it, though. I got to be honest with you, when I am out and about and I'm busy and I'm out running an errand and I'm trying to call the office, it is really nice to just click that call now button. That is super, super easy for me to be able to get a hold of everybody. I'm not trying to look up the phone number. I'm not trying to dial it. I can just literally click a button. So that would actually be one of my favorite tools. I also really like to send people to the homebuyer workshops through that phone app, because the homebuyer workshop, if you've never bought a home, will take you from beginning to end through how you get started. What kind of loans are there? What are the terms? What does escrow mean? What does this mean? What does that mean? Kind of just gets your feet wet and gets you started. And then we start to bring you through who qualifies for what and what loan program might be good for you. And we talk about credit. We talk about getting yourself pre-approved. What do you need to be pre-approved? What documentation do we need? And it takes you all the way through the end to closing on your home and getting your keys. And so the home buyer workshops are really fantastic, really great tools. If you've been thinking about buying a home, you've never done it before, you have no idea where to start, that is a really good one that you can get from that tools app, and it just quickly gets you there. You could obviously go to my YouTube channel and right here, and you can search home buyer workshop. I do have a folder that is specific to the homebuyer workshops that I've done. So you can go back and you can find them there as well. But this is just one place to have everything right there at your fingertips and super simple. So not to talk too much more about that phone app, but I do love it. And not a lot of people know that it exists. And I do want to make sure that you all have that free tool at your fingertips. So, I did say right before break that we were going to talk about Go Ladies, the women outpace the men. And what exactly do I mean? So I got to say that the one thing that I love about Heather is that Heather is a licensed real estate agent, and she is part of the California Association of Realtors. So she is actually a realtor. And because of that, she gets a lot of information that I wouldn't necessarily get because I am not a licensed real estate agent. Many people believe that they can call me and I can tell them what their home is worth. I can tell them how much they could sell it for. And I can't. I can do a really great job. I can search Zillow, Redfin, Google. I can look at your address. I can look at the other properties around. I can pull title. I can see what neighbors have recently closed. How did their square footage change from your square footage, to try to get a good idea, an anticipation of what I think that we might see when we order an appraisal. But I don't actually have access to a lot of the tools that Heather does, which is nice to have her on my team. So she can get into the MLS and she can see homes that are currently listed. She can see every home that is recently closed that was listed for sale with a real estate agent. And she gets these great articles that come out from the California Association of Realtors that I am not privy to. And then she shares them with me. So Heather, if I'm going to get you in trouble for that, I'm sorry. But this one was a really cool article that she sent. And I was super excited because, of course, I am the mom. I am a woman. I am a woman in business, and I just love to see women doing great. And it's very, very exciting for me. So I'm going to kind of read a little bit of this article to you guys, but it says single women outpace men in homeownership. Who would have ever believed that that was going to be something that happened? And this is why. I'll tell you why we wouldn't have thought that this was going to happen. Historically, women face more financial hurdles than men and earn 83 cents for every dollar a man makes. However, single women own roughly 10.7 million homes compared to 8.1 million for single men, according to a recent analysis from LendingTree that looked at 2021 census data. Okay, so ladies, a huge round of applause to you guys because number one, you're not making quite the same income as men do historically, and you have outpaced by $2 million. I mean, 2.6 million homes are owned more by women than men. So I think that that's phenomenal. And boys, you and mom need to talk because we need to get you guys out there looking at homes and purchasing homes. The trend may have long-term financial implications for single Americans, given the homeownership is often one of the most effective methods of building personal wealth. A typical homeowner who bought their home in 2011 accumulated $225,000 in housing wealth by 2021 on average, according to an analysis from the National Association of Realtors in 2022. So I'm not going to keep reading the article. You guys, you can look this up. You can Google it. You can determine whether or not mom is giving you faulty information. And boys, you guys might be running to your Google right now and to your search engines to see if this is really the case. But it is really, really important for you to be a homeowner because it is part of your financial plan. It is part of your retirement down the road. It is something that is going to help you get to the next level in life. And it is really great. Think about it this way. If you buy a home by yourself while you're single, and then your partner has also done the same thing, and then the two of you decide to join finances. Maybe you're not people that like to get married, but you're joining each other. Maybe you do like to get married. But when you come together, you now own two pieces of real estate, not one piece of real estate. You can combine your homes into one. You can have one that is a rental. Now you've got a rental, you've got one that you live in, and you guys can put your money together and go buy a third one. And you just immediately start to create this portfolio. So I do want to say congratulations to the ladies because it is super exciting to see the women coming to the places that they've come. But at the same time, I want to say, men, you guys got to do it too. Keep doing it. Boost it up. If you don't own a home, if you've never looked into buying a home, if you haven't tried to find out if homeownership is something that is available to you, you absolutely need to. It is very, very important to own property. And that is why I do this show. I am trying to help you guys to create your financial goals for your future, for your family's future, and to make sure that you set yourself up. Diversity is so important. You need to have money everywhere. You should have money in retirement funds, in 401ks, in the stock market. You should have it in real estate. You should have it in many places, but you need to have it diversified and you need to be looking at all of the tools and taking advantage of all of them. So I do hope that this is something that stays true to all of you. It resonates with you. If you have questions, you know that you can call the office. You know you can get me or one of the girls on the phone and we will talk with you. We will discuss your situation. How much are you making? Where is your credit? What are your monthly debts and what is the best way that we can get you to homeownership? So make sure that you guys do that. It's a free consultation. I promise we don't bite. We take our time. We talk to you. If you're not ready today, we give you the tips and the tools that you need to get yourself prepared so that you can be ready tomorrow. We never, ever tell somebody no, ever. We always give you a game plan. If you can do this, if you can do this, then you're going to be ready to go. And so think about how many things could be those ifs. If, you just started your business and you have 2 years of tax returns. So we're telling you, hey, you need to file 2 years of tax returns. If, your income is here because you're expecting to get raises. if you pay this credit card off, if you get your credit score raised to this number, right? So we're going to take you through all of those things, because if you don't know what you need to buy and to get a loan and to get financing, you'll never get it. If you don't know, you'll just sit there and keep wondering, maybe I could. Probably I can't. But if you make the phone call and you hear you need to do X, Y, and Z, and you're ready, or you hear, hey, you're ready, then you're going to get pumped, you're going to get motivated, and you're going to be able to purchase that home. You need to have that game plan. You need to be able to see that long-term picture in order to make it happen. So please keep that in mind. Call our office, talk to us, let us help you to create that game plan. It's 844-935-3634. That's 844 We Lend for You. WELEND and the number 4. Same phone number to call us. Same phone number to text the word mom if you want to make sure that you know when we're live. And same phone number to text phone app, 2 words, PHONEAPP, to get that phone app sent back to you automated. And that way you can save it and have all of those tools at your fingertips. So Espolen Locos, I think I am finally pronouncing that right. He says, your hair looks so hot straight. Thank you very, very much. Maybe I'll do it straight more often. But you always make my day. You always make me smile. Thank you so much for being my fan and always jumping on and watching the episodes. So with that, I do want to jump a little bit in, and we are going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and we are going to talk a little bit about, I had a really good one here. Where did it go? Homeownership creates rising tide of personal wealth. So I felt like that really went well with today's show, since I'm talking about homeownership, building wealth, women outpacing men. It's all kind of on that same subject. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Homeownership creates rising tide of personal wealth. Very, very important. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Debbie Marcoux, licensed by the Department of Financial Institutions and MLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Arizona 0941504, Florida LO 76508, Georgia 69178, Idaho, Nevada 57237, Oregon, Tennessee 184373, Texas, Washington MLO 237926.
She's the mortgage mom.
Mortgage Mom here. Hey, have you been thinking about doing some home improvements or renovations to your home? Well, property values are up and interest rates are down. Why not explore whether that's something that you can do? How do you do that? Well, get on the books. Get a phone consultation with us. What do? Go to mortgagemomradio.com and book your appointment right there. That's mortgagemomradio.com.
She can get things done when you're in need and don't know where to go. Pick up the phone and call mom.
Hi, this is Debbie Marcoux, host of the Mortgage Mom Radio Show. And as you know, I'm always trying to make sure that my listeners are saving a buck. Well, there's a new store in town. It's called Runaway Soul. You can go to their website, runawaysoul.com. What do they carry? Well, they carry all of those hard-to-find sneakers, Nikes, Jordans, Adidas, as well as hats. So if you're a sports fanatic and you love those baseball hats, check out their team hats that they have online. And they're also carrying collectibles. So Hot Wheels, Legos, Funko Pops, you name it, they've probably got it. So go to their website, check them out at runawaysoul.com. All right, so welcome back to Mortgage Mom Radio. I am Debbie Marcoux. I am the Mortgage Mom. Today we are talking all about homeownership, why you need to own a home. Boys, we're going to get you out there and looking. Men, single men, guys, the women are outpacing you. Are you going to let that happen? No, you can't. We need it tied. We need it tied 50-50, guys, 50-50. Everybody needs to be a winner. So we're talking all about homeownership today. We're talking all about, making that call. Why do you need to be a homeowner? What do you need to do to get started? Very, very important things. I think that this is a great time to be considering that. home prices have come down just a little bit. Interest rates have come down a little bit. It's a really, really good time because we are starting to see the market pick up. We are starting to see more applications, more mortgage applications. What that typically means is that there's more going on out there in the market. There's more sales starting to happen. And so we want you to be able to take advantage of homes that have maybe been listed on the market for a little bit longer than usual, sellers that are going to be a little bit more willing to negotiate, not having that same amount of competition of multiple offers per property when you're trying to write, an offer on a home and you want to get your offer accepted. It's a lot easier to do that when you're the only offer or maybe only bidding against, one other contract than when there are 30 and 40 offers per property. And so this is a really, really good time. And I know many of you don't seem to think so, but I'm going to tell you right now, it is. And you guys, in a year from now, just like 2 years ago when I said, if you've been thinking about financing, you're thinking about buying, if you're thinking about refinancing, now's the time. Next year rates will be higher. I was not wrong. And then in 21, I said the same thing. Rates next year are going to be higher. I was not wrong. People thought I was wrong. People didn't believe me. They thought that they had all the time in the world to get around to it when they could get to it. I had listeners calling me in, the beginning of 22, end of 21, telling me that they wanted to buy, but they didn't like where the interest rates were, obviously, because they were higher than where they were in 20. They were higher than they were in 21, right? End of 21, beginning of 22. And I kept saying, rates are not going to drop. And they didn't believe me. And they kept saying, well, we're not going to do it until the rates will come down. We're just going to give it a little bit. The rates will come down. And then we hit 7.5% by September of 2022. Now things have dipped again. I'm telling you, I don't have a crystal ball. So I cannot promise you what is going to happen by year end, but we have already seen that nice little dip that I kept telling everybody that we had, that really cool little sweet spot that I kept saying, take advantage now, take advantage now. We've already seen some loss in that sweet spot. We've already seen interest rates go up a tad since the last announcement just 2 weeks ago that the Federal Reserve was increasing the rate by a quarter. And the mortgage rates are not directly tied to the Federal Reserve, but it's the things that happen in the market that will change the mortgages, change the mortgage-backed securities and where investors are investing their money, which in turn changes what our mortgage rates are. And so we have already seen those interest rates start to bounce back up a little bit. And all of the experts that I am reading, all of their articles on are saying that by year end, we are going to see that we're probably at 7.5 to 8.5% in interest rates. Right now, we can still get you into the fives. So take advantage, learn, hear me. If I'm telling you it's a good time to buy, go buy a house. Please believe me. All right, so here we go. Homeownership creates rising tide of personal wealth. So I'm going to read this one for you again. Real estate news that came out of the California Association of Realtors. And it says the typical net worth of homeowners is about 40 times greater than that of renters, with home equity often the largest component, according to the data in the Federal Reserve's survey of consumer finances. But the financial benefits go deeper than the numbers alone suggest. Moving into the ranks of homeowners requires planning, saving, and prudent management of personal finances that often pays dividends into multiple aspects of personal finance, not just homeownership. These attributes allow owners to accumulate assets and better withstand adverse financial shocks, such as a bout of unemployment or large unbudgeted expenses. Moreover, as a homeowner with predictable and perhaps lowering housing costs compared with renting, more income becomes available for saving and investing, helping to boost overall wealth apart from home equity. So, again, these are just little tidbits that I am pulling out for you guys to just try to make a point. If you don't own a home, you need to figure out what you need to do to become a homeowner. If you own a home and you're thinking that you might want to upgrade and you might want to go into the next property and you might want to get something bigger, you need to have a plan. How do you plan to get there? Are you going to sell your home? Are you going to keep it? Are you going to rent it out and go buy another? Do you have the down payment? How much down payment do you need if you're going to go buy your second property? There's a lot of planning that happens with real estate, and many people do it backwards. They start with seeing a home that's super cool, calling the real estate agent to ask about it. The real estate agent says, well, are you pre-approved? They say, no, I'm not. Then they got to call the lender to find out if they're pre-approved. Meanwhile, they've already fallen in love with this property. Then come to find out there's actually some things that they need to do before they're ready, or they need to come up with more money than they expected, or maybe, so whatever it is that it's typically gone about the wrong way. We want to make sure that we're getting you there the right way. At the very first thought process of, I want to buy a home, I want to be a homeowner, I want to buy another home, I would love to figure out if I can buy a second property and keep the one that I've got. Whatever those thoughts are, whatever it is that is going through your mind, that is what me and my team are here for. We are here to help you to game plan and to create, the steps that are required, the steps that are needed to get you there. So what do you guys got to do if you don't own a home, or if you've been thinking about buying a second property? You need to call us. It's 844-935-3634. That's 844. We lend for you. WELEND and the number 4. And once again, remember, if you guys want to be part of the show, you want to be able to put in your comments, you want to be able to ask your questions, you want to get interactive, you need to text the word mom to that same phone number. You will get one text message a week. I promise you I won't spam you. Like I said, this was an extra show that I decided to do today on a Monday, and I will be back again on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, the text message will go out. So I promise I won't spam you. It is one text message per week. It's got a link to the show so that you can jump in and join, and you get interactive and ask all of the questions that you would like right there, right in the middle of the show. If you want that tools app that I was talking to you about, you want to figure out how much you might qualify for without having to make a phone call. You want to watch those homeowner workshops. If you want to call Heidi, call Carrie, call Heather, call me, call the office. You want to send us an email. It's all there in this app. It is super great. The tools calculator is going to give you all of those calculations that you need to know. It's going to give you a real number. It's going to include your principal, your interest, your taxes, your insurance, the mortgage insurance. If you're a vet, it's going to include the upfront VA funding fee. If you're doing an FHA loan, it's going to include the upfront mortgage insurance premium. If you're doing a USDA loan, it is going to include that upfront funding fee. So this is something that those tools on those other apps don't do quite as well as the Mortgage Mom Radio app. So in order to get that, you got to text the exact same phone number, 844-935-3634. And you're going to text phone app, 2 separate words, PHONE space app, APP. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
She's the mortgage mom.
Hi, this is Debbie Marcoux, the Mortgage Mom. Did you know that interest rates are down and home prices are up? Well, this is a great time to consolidate that first mortgage that you have with that home equity line of credit or second mortgage that you might have outstanding. If you want to know more, you want to know what that might look like, you want to know what those payments might be, what kind of interest rate can we get you? Well, give us a call. You can reach us at 844-935-3634. Or hey, go to our website, mortgagemomradio.com.
Debbie Marcoux is licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act, NMLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Arizona, 0941504. Florida, LO 76508. Georgia, 69178. Idaho, MLO 208-023, 7926. Illinois, 031-005-8339. Missouri, North Carolina, I210940. Nevada, 57237. Oregon, Tennessee, 184373. Texas, Washington, MLO 237926.
All right, so welcome back to Mortgage Mom Radio. I'm Debbie Marcoux. I am the Mortgage Mom, and today we've talked about all kinds of great things. I hope that I have gotten you all super excited about getting yourselves ready to purchase a property. Boys, you guys got a little bit of work to do. You are 2.6 million homes behind the ladies. The ladies have taken you, so you guys need to get out there and you need to get serious, and we need to get you guys into some properties. So you're also probably sitting there This is a fun show. Like I said, it's an extra show. It's a Monday. This is not my typical Wednesday serious, straight to the point, what's going on in the world, what's happening with mortgage and finance. So today I actually want to talk a little bit about Runaway Soul. I keep running these commercials. You guys are probably thinking like, what is this commercial that she keeps running? So I did want to talk a little bit about that with you guys. Runaway Soul is something that my family has started, mostly my two sons and my husband. I am helping to get things rolling because that's what mama bears do. They make sure that they get their kids off and running in the right direction. But Runaway Soul is my family's business. And what they are doing is they are basically a shoe store, hat store, collectibles. They're finding all of those really hard items that you can't find or you have a difficult time getting your hands on them. And they are selling those. So I've got Manny here in studio. Manny does not want to be on camera. He hates it, but he does have a mic. And so I'm going to let Manny kind of talk a little bit about some of the products that we have in. So talk about like your favorite. What are the shoes? Why are we going after them? Give me a little rundown.
So do you want to know my favorite shoe, or what? You asked a lot of questions in one. So.
Yes, I want to know. Okay, so number one, I want to know why did you and Shane go down this path of doing resale of shoes?
I don't know, 'cause shoes are cool.
Okay.
I think shoes are super cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and
All
I
right.
think Shane also thinks shoes are super cool.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So they're loving the shoes. So look at Michael gets on, says, Happy Monday, everyone. Thank you, Michael. Heidi gets on, says, LOL, go Manny. You got this. Mikey, I think you need to maybe move the camera out just a little bit so that people can see Manny, whether he likes it or not. We want you guys to be able to see this whole thing that's happening here in the studio. All right. So you guys think shoes are cool. So you start to jump into the shoe world and you find that it is definitely something different. It's not like you just get on, Foot Locker and you can just buy any shoe you want, right?
Correct.
All right. So talk to people. If you guys are not into shoes, you're not into sneakers, a lot of people don't really know how this business goes, but talk a little bit about what happens when that super hot Travis Scott drops.
It's sold out instantly.
Okay.
It drops and, everybody wants the shoe and they only make a certain amount of them. And next thing you know, they come on sale and next thing you know, they're gone. Instantly gone.
Right. So, a cool shoe, like, for example, right before Christmas is when the Travis Scotts come out. And a lot of, if you guys are watching and you're not shoe people, you probably don't even know what the heck we're talking about. Travis Scott shoes, the Black Phantoms, right? If you go, you guys can just Google it, right? Travis Scott, Black Phantom. But these were Nike Dunk.
Nike Jordan 1 Low.
Oh, Jordan 1s.
Yes.
They were Jordan 1s. They weren't
Yes,
Dunks.
they weren't Dunks, no.
See, you guys, I'm helping to push the, this is how you set up the company. Let's get the website set up. Obviously, this is my kid right now. So we're going to talk about Runaway Soul a little bit. Hopefully we can get you guys over to his website, runawaysoul.com. Go check out all the merchandise that he has.
Yep.
But so these shoes come out right before Christmas and I'm getting text messages from Manny, from Shane, from Mikey, and they're saying, you need to enter this drawing. You need to enter this drawing. You need to enter this drawing. And I'm going, what? And I'm like, okay, like for me, like, no, any size. Like, what do you mean any size?
Yeah, any size you can get.
So explain a little bit how much that shoe cost when it came out.
Okay.
Okay.
It was
Because
like
I'm mortgage mom. Like I'm telling people how to invest in their future. And for you out there, if you guys are sneakerheads and you've got like this huge shoe collection or you have a huge Funko Pop collection or you have a huge, what are the magazines, that a lot of people like, the cartoon magazines, like the Spider-Mans and stuff. What are those called?
comic books.
Yes, comic books. If you guys have huge comic books, and Heidi can attest, she'll jump on here right now and she'll tell you we've had people that have used their comic book collections for their down payments. So this could be another way. You might be thinking, hey, I can't buy a house, but you might have all this stock of shoes sitting in your closet that you could go sell. And you would actually have some pretty good money. So let's talk about a little bit about it. So I'm getting these text messages. I'm being told, Mom, you got to enter the drawing. Mom, enter the drawing. Mom, enter the drawing. So I'm doing this, right? I'm going, what size? Am I buying my size or any size? Whatever size. It doesn't matter. Just get one.
Get any size.
All right. So when these shoes first came out, the only places that you could get them were
Travis's website and the Nike sneakers app and a couple other stores like smaller
like
stores.
small boutiques.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so what were these shoes when you first bought them? Like what was the price tag on them?
$150.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are they selling for right now?
Between
men's size.
Between $750 and $800.
For one pair of shoes.
One pair of shoes.
Okay. So, you want to try to get them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what's another shoe that would be similar to that?
The ones on my feet.
All right. What do you wear? Oh, you're gonna take them off right now and show them to everybody?
Take them off and show them to everybody.
Okay.
These ones right here, the Jordan 1 Lost and Founds.
Okay.
Came out around Christmas time too.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And where could you buy those when they came out?
Nike and Nike Sneakers app and a couple other stores too.
Just a couple small boutiques.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what are those retail?
180.
180.
Yeah.
And what are they reselling for right now?
450 to 500.
Okay. And where can you buy them? Like, can somebody walk in a store and just go get them?
No, you have to either buy them just from reselling stores or online stores that resell shoes. And Runaway Soul, Runaway Soul does the reselling shoes. So yeah, only resellers have them right now.
Only resellers. So what happens when these shoes, and I'm learning, guys, so trust me, I'm learning. I'm helping push them in the right direction. How do you do marketing? How do you build the website? The stuff that mom is good at. I'm not necessarily like the sneaker freaker by any means, but I am teaching them, how to grow their business. And so one of the things is, it's like when these shoes come out, and this is something I didn't know, and a lot of people don't know, but when they came out, the only way that you could get them was through winning
a raffle.
So you have to put your name into 50 different, every boutique store that might possibly get these shoes from Nike to sell them will have raffles for them. So it's not even like you just walk in off the store and you can go look at it on the wall and then decide you want to try on your size. There's a raffle. The shoes are gone before they ever even make it to a physical location, correct?
Yeah, they're gone.
So if this is the shoe that everybody wants, then who's got them all? Well, it's the people that took the time, spent the time to figure out how to get their hands on them.
Yeah.
Right?
Figure out what time they drop, what stores to go enter raffles in, what stores to get to early so you can get them. Those are all the people that get them.
Right. So I am watching, my I'm watching my family. I'm going to bed every night with Zeke, and I'm watching you guys up all hours of the night, entering as many raffles as you can find, putting in all of the information, and trying to get as many pairs of these sneakers as you can to be able to then turn them over and resell them.
Yep.
Right. So what does Runaway Soul do for everybody that's listening to you today? Well, we're a spot that they can check to see, if we've got the shoe they're looking for.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
And with the resellers, like if you guys think about, if you're familiar with them, if you think about walking into like, for example, our mall has 2 shops, right?
Yes.
Right. So when you walk in there, you're looking for a certain shoe. They may not have it.
No, they may not.
They may have it, but in only a different size.
Yeah, certain sizes only.
Right?
Yep.
And that's because they're getting what they can get.
Yeah, from people coming in and selling it to them.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So so this is something that is Manny and Shane and Mikey have decided to launch, and we do have a good amount of product for people to check out.
Yes, we have a lot of product.
Yes, we do. We might not have your size, but if you see something that you like, you can always reach out and ask us. And Manny he's got his iPad going all day long. You're in tons of sneaker groups, and what is that thing called that you guys are in? The shoeplex.
The shoeplex, yeah.
Yeah, and then Shane's got another one going. You guys call them cook groups, right?
Yeah. Yeah, cook groups.
Explain to everybody what a cook group is. This is just a fun show, so why not? So explain what a cook group is.
They basically tell you all the information you need for the shoe, and if a new shoe is releasing, where to go get it, what time to get it, how to get it. They also tell you when shoes are restocking, so you can get shoes that have already come out, but they're restocking them, and how to find them, how to get them, and everything. And people in there tend to sell their shoes that they win, and they sell them to people in the cook group for the prices that they're going for, so people can buy stuff in there and sell stuff in there. So it's just a little group that everybody can talk to each other and figure out what the best is to get a shoe for your business or just for yourself.
Okay. So number one, I hope that you guys heard me say, if you've got shoe stock, if you have comic books, if you have collectibles like Hot Wheels, Funko Pops, anything that you can actually validate and verify that you own it and what its value is, which, you know, Heidi jumped on and she says, well, let's see, let's read a couple of these. So Heidi says, LOL, go Manny, you got this. So she's got you on there. Look at, I actually need to move this a little bit so we can see his face. Oh, here, let's go. Ah, there we go. Now we can see his face. And then she says, Heather says, Manny, ha, 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 ha. So they're all making fun of you, Manny. Heather says, you took my seat today. So yes, he did, but I haven't brought out the box to sit on since I just brought him in last minute. I didn't even know we were going to do this. This was very impromptu. But you know, if you guys have a way to verify, and Heidi can tell you because we've done it recently, where the gentleman had tons and tons and stacks of comic books, and he needed money for a down payment, really wanted to buy a home. And so we had him go and get them appraised, and he was able to sell those comic books and get the cash we could verify, we could trace it from where it came from, and we could easily use that money for a down payment. So if you are a sneakerhead or a collectible person and you guys have a lot of product and you want to buy a home, but you don't have a down payment, think about that. That definitely could be used. It could be utilized. Lori says, yes. Heather says, drop the mic so we can see his pretty face. So that's what I did. I did it right before she probably wrote that. And Aunt Lori says yes. So, you know, guys, this is my kid's business. This is my husband's business. My other son, Mikey, will not get on the mic. I tried to get him to do it. I tried to get him to sit in front of the camera. He wouldn't do it, won't do it, refuses to do it. So he's the man running the show. But I am trying to teach them, you know, how to market, right? So the all of the big hard things are done. Runaway Soul has its website. Runaway Soul has a lot of product.
Yep.
So now it's getting people to you.
Yep.
Right. So let's talk really quick before the show is over. Why would somebody want to go to runawaysoul.com instead of, and I'm going to drop a bomb, just going to a StockX or just going to a GOAT or going to a local mall or going to one of the big guys down in LA? Like, why would they choose you over one of those other places?
Our prices are usually better than most places for some shoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, price is usually a good thing.
Yes. Save money on the shoes, you know?
Right. So when you're pricing these shoes, where are you coming? How are you coming up? How are you determining what price that you want?
We go based off StockX, and StockX is like the main source for what shoes should be priced at in these days. So, because they constantly change throughout the day. So usually we go to StockX and see what that is, and then we go based off that. Okay.
So if they could come to you or they could go to StockX, but the price is the same, why again would they come to you?
Well, StockX.
Sell yourself, buddy. I'm giving you your opportunity right now. Sell yourself. Runaway Soul.
Well, StockX charges fees and taxes and shipping fees, and it usually comes to be about $100 added on to what you're buying. So
depending on the price of the shoe.
Depending on the price of the shoe. So then if you come to us, all we charge is the tax and the shipping.
Yeah, and I think you don't even have charge. No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it says free shipping in there right now.
We do free shipping right now anyways too. So just the tax for the shoe. And we have discount codes always going, so our shoes are a lot cheaper than StockX.
Gotcha. So and then what about timing? So I'm gonna help you sell yourself right now because this is what mama bears do, okay? So what about timing to get the shoe? Like, why would they want to come? So number one, Runaway Soul is going to have some of the best prices that you can find, right? So prices on StockX are very good, but StockX and GOAT and those other third parties are going to have their seller fees that get added on to the buyer, right? So that goes away. Then why would they not want to just go to the mall? Like this weekend, you walked into my room and you said, Mom, you're not going to believe it. I walked into this store in Irvine. Okay, so how were those prices at the mall?
Not very friendly. For, let's just say, the Lost and Founds that I'm wearing on my feet, at the mall in Irvine, I mean, on StockX, they're going for $450. If we had pairs, we would sell them for $500 to $535. The mall wanted $1,000 for the shoes.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yes.
All right. And then what about timing? So, I could just order it on StockX and it's going to get, I'm going to get it the same and it's going to be authenticated and all that good stuff. So why Runaway Soul?
Well, Runaway Soul is 100% authentic. We check every shoe that comes in. And Runaway Soul, as soon as you place your order, we ship it out right away, and that can come to you in about 2 to 3 days. And StockX usually takes about a week and a half to 2 weeks to sell, or to get it to you.
To get it to you. So
Yeah.
once you order it, then you're waiting for the person who has the shoe
to ship it out, and then them to get to StockX to verify, and then from StockX to you, which is about a week and a half to 2 weeks.
So free shipping,
Uh-huh.
better pricing, faster delivery.
Faster delivery.
See, I'm
yes.
teaching you marketing right now.
Yes.
Yep. All right, so here we go. Heather said, let's see, Aunt Lori gets on. She says, should have saved my slammer. Oh, I don't know what that is. Do people wear the shoes that pay $700?
Yes. I do.
Yes, they do, Aunt Lori. Yes, they do. All right, so really quick, we're almost done. What is the number one shoe that people should be looking out for right now? They heard us talk about a $130 shoe that is selling for $700. What is the next shoe that's dropping that would be a great tip to our listeners that they could maybe get in on a quick flip?
The Nike Pandas are dropping tomorrow, and those are going to be $110 to buy, and they'll resell for about $180 to $200 depending on the size.
Okay.
Yeah.
And mom's favorite that's coming, you
Oh,
got
the
it all teed up,
Tiffany.
right?
Yes, the Tiffany's are coming out. Those will be $450 to buy and about $1,000 after for resellers to sell.
At least.
At
Probably,
least,
yeah. So if you
yes.
guys haven't checked them out already, check them out. I don't want to be giving away the ones that I want, but I gotta help my people. So Tiffany and Nike.
And Nike.
It's
Pandas.
a collab, and it's the Tiffany shoe, and it's
Oh, yeah,
gorgeous.
an Air Force One.
An Air Force One. Yeah, they're
Yes.
Air Force Ones. They're absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, you guys, check out Runaway Soul. Give my kid a little bit of help. Check out the product that he's got. If you have any questions, send him a message. You can contact him through the website. I am right there with him. I'm right there behind him. I'm helping him and my husband and Mikey every step of the way, but it's a family business, runawaysoul.com. We'd love for you guys to check out our website. And are you going to be buying shoes soon?
Yes.
Yeah?
Very soon.
Okay, so if you guys have some shoes that you were hoping to do a flip, reach out to us. I think that you're about a week away, 2 weeks from buying.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
About
he's
that time.
pretty darn close. So contact him through the website. Call the office, the store.
The store, yes.
Call the store. See, guys, I'm just teaching. I'm just here. Anyway, runawaysoul.com. We hope that you guys check it out. Make sure that you help support my boy, and we hope that you guys enjoyed the show. Heather says, wow, wait, Tiffany blue? So actually, yes, look them up. They are black Air Force Ones, and they've got the beautiful Tiffany swoosh, and I am very excited. They actually have like a little piece that looks sort of like a silver square. So it's like kind of like a silver jewelry on the heel. So I'm super excited. I told the kids, I said, if you can't get anything else, at least get me one of those. They men's size? I think they're men's.
They're men's size.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I need a 4.
Yes. We
4
know
men's.
You need a 4.
4 men's. Anyway.
4 child.
4 child, 4 youth or 4 men. Okay, so here, you've got 2 more minutes. Explain to everybody what shoes that they could be looking for, because a lot of people don't know this. Guys, I wear a size 5.5 women's, and my favorite shoe is a grade school 4 because it's cheaper.
Mm-hmm. So if you're a women's size and you're looking for women's sizes, you just got to look a size and a half down for men's sizes. So if you're a 5.5 women's, you need a 4 men's.
Okay.
And if you're a 4 men's, you need to go up a size and a half if you're for women's shoes. So you're 5.5 women's.
Yes. Well, and there's a lot of women's shoes that the men like.
Yeah.
The guys like them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to go up 1.5. If you see a women's 7, that's really like a men's 5.5,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So don't be scared to be looking at men's, women's, and grade school sizes. Grade schools, how do those run?
They
So
run
like with men.
they run the same with men.
The same. So a 4 men is a
the
4 grade school,
Yeah.
and it's a 5.5 women.
Yeah. It does. The grade school will be a little more narrow on the feet, but it's still going to be the same size as a men's
Same
size.
length.
Same length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I personally like the grade school shoe better. It's less expensive. I think it feels better. So maybe I've got a little bit narrower of a foot, even though I've always thought my foot was fat. So But don't be scared. Look at men's, look at women's, and look at grade school. So with that, we got to go. Our hour's up. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Support my boy, runawaysoul.com, and go to mortgagemomradio.com and make sure if you don't own a house or you're thinking about buying another one that you start getting that education you need. Let's get you that game plan, and let's make sure that you guys are creating your real estate portfolio. We hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. Sorry to put you on the spot, Manny. I brought you in last minute, and I will be back again on Wednesday. Talk to y'all real soon. Bye-bye.
Debbie Marcoux is licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act, NMLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Arizona 0941504, Florida L076508, Georgia 69178, Idaho MLO 208023796, Illinois 031.0058339, Missouri, North Carolina I210940, Nevada 57237, Oregon, Tennessee 184373, Texas, Washington MLO 237926.
She's a mortgage mom. She can get things done when you're in need and don't know where to go. Pick up the phone and call mom.